What's up, YouTube? I am glad it's Friday. Going for some Amphora Original. And this is a recycled bottle. Briarworks Sweet Tea. A blend that I did not like. I only tried it a couple times. I cellared it and contemplating cracking it open again. But I've only had it a few times and I did not like it. I'm pretty sure it's a Virginia Oriental blend with sweet tea flavoring. Anyhow. Got my Molina Devil Ants. Let me fix my stem. It's not too hot, don't worry. So I got this at the, I want to say late 2018. Now, Amphora Original. I'm trying to remember this right. Black Cavendish, some Turkish, Dark Fire, Virginia, and Burley. With a chocolate topping or cocoa. And the aging has done this well. When I had it fresh out the pouch and it was a little rough around the edges. Also couldn't really taste any of the chocolatiness. And now that I'm into Burleys, trying Burleys, I really like Burleys. Not that I like Virginias or Vapors any less, but I have a pretty new found love for Burleys. And by new I mean last 2-3 months maybe. And after exploring other Burley blends, I appreciate this a lot more than when I had it only a couple times, I think. It's got some really nice nuttiness with the Burley. I think Tobacco Review says there's some earthiness there, and I'm not really picking that up, but also not a huge fan of Orientals, or at least the Orientals that I've tried, so that's probably changing, because I think now one of my favorite blends, if not my favorite blend, the Empire Perique Flake. That was a vapor with Orientals in it, and that was one of the best smokes I ever had. Drinking some Founder's Breakfast Stout. I like that one. I'm Burley, man. Especially with a good stout. Ooh. So I am smoking it with a filter. My Omeroco filters. White Elephant. Oliphant. Mainly because there was only one in stock when I bought it. It's a little long. Well, I don't know if you can see. Sometimes it sticks a little bit out from this band. But I like this a lot. It reminds me of like Baron's golden mixture. Is it golden mixture? I did this in the last video. I can't remember. I think it's golden. It's a burley blend. Kind of hard to see. The glare and everything, but it's kind of a broken flake. You get a lot of pieces like this. This looks even more rubbed out. Looks almost like ready rubbed. Old dark fired. And I like this a lot. I'm trying to plan when to order to seller, and I've been revisiting Amphora. There's also a couple of blends that I want to try that I haven't tried, the Burley and the Kentucky Fired. So those sound good. For a while I kind of steered away from dark fired blends too. I had a couple that when I first tried them didn't strike my fancy. I'm a little bit more experienced, and I think my taste buds have changed. For instance, the Exhausted Rooster, when I first tried it, I was like, wow, it's pretty stout. It's kind of a little rough around the edges for me, but it's been aging for a couple years, and I had it a couple weeks ago, 3 weeks ago or something, and it is delicious. So, tastes change, also aging helps. Different pipes help. Filters for me, you know, everybody has a little bit different body chemistry and what have you, but I've noticed some of the best pipes that I've had with some of the best flakes have been out of my Stanwell 401, my Savinelli 320. I like this blend out of here. So, you know, filters, some people like them, some don't. It is what it is. It's just like decadent dessert kinda. Do a little sandwich there, do a little smoke puff and a little drinky poo. Chase it off with the puff. And it's just probably one of my moods. I've been smoking a lot of the McBaron's Scottish blend, and this is pretty close to that. This probably has a little less dark fire though. There's a little less of that smoky charriness that you get, even though that's in passing notes with the Scottish blend. But got that nutty chocolatiness off that retrohale, and it's smooth. I'm not getting anything from the. There's supposed to be Turkish in here, Oriental. This morning I had some Murray's Whitehall. Pat sent it to me way back. I won one of his gauze. I won Penzance, the soapy blend, and he gave me a large sample of that. And I'm starting to I wouldn't say crave, but I'm starting to want Englishes a little bit more. And that, who knows, that might be next. I might be expanding my palate towards different Englishes. Starting out kind of typical crossover Peter Stokkebye's English Luxury and Sutliff's East Farthing. This morning I rehydrated for the last couple of days because it was really dry. I forgot about it. I stashed it and rehydrated over a couple of days, and man, that was good English. That one too is no Orientals. It's Burley, Virginia, Cavendish, Latakia, I think. Or it might even just be Burley and Cavendish. Something like that. but it is a good one. And he gave me a big sample, so that's gonna last me for as much as I smoke Englishes right now. That'll last me a while. But I do notice, even with that one, while I was smoking it, not so much, but afterwards, I have kind of like a sour tanginess from the Orientals, I think. So I'm wondering if I'll get something similar with this, but I might go for a second bowl after, I don't know. But I'm gonna set this down for a hot minute. Oops. Sorry. I'm coming at you today with a Yabo. Most of 2020 I was pretty damn good. I ended up buying more cigars this last year. A few kind of bigger orders. A couple years ago I acquired quite a bit of tobacco. Now I'm kind of in that place again too, where I'm trying to figure out if I want to sell her wide or sell her deep. Right now I'm kind of selling wide. But anyway, this came in today. I was stoked. It was supposed to come in tomorrow. Also, check out this. Excuse, it's not cleaned. So this is a knife, a SOG, and I really want to clean it up. I found this on an archaeology dig. Well, it was a pedestrian survey technically in Alaska, under the pipeline. It was pretty damn cool. We're in this section of the pipeline. We were probably, let's say 4 or 5 hours south of Prudhoe Bay, which is the most northern that you can get to. And it literally just goes on forever because it's from Prudhoe Bay, the tip of Alaska, all the way down. And amazing place. But anyway, we're doing pedestrian survey. We're walking grids. We're looking for stuff. And I was walking right underneath there was a segment. There was like these, I don't even know what you would call them. It's beams. I'm not an engineer. Buttress. But it was like a frame holding part of the pipeline. Anyway, I was walking underneath and found this stamped in the ground. So it's open for hunting in that area seasonally. So my guess is that a hunter dropped it, or it could have been a pipeline worker. They're doing maintenance. You should always have a knife on you regardless, but when you're in the field especially, you always need a knife. So I lucked out. I kept it. I need to get me a sheath. I'm gonna try and make a leather one. I have no idea what I'm doing with that though, or if I could try to buy one, but this is my my sheath right now. Not the safest, but one of the coolest knives. So I did want to clean this up. I was gonna watch some videos, sharpen it, get it all nice and clean, because it deserves to be treated better than how I'm treating it now. Okay, so anyway, this, my friends, came from the very distant and cold reaches of Boston, Massachusetts. So you probably already know what it is. Can you see that? LJ Peretti. Just hiding my address. Excuse my fat hands. So, yep, you guys already guessed it. Probably guessed it. Ooh, it smells nice in there. I finally got me some cake. Thanksgiving Day. The dark, rich color denotes maturity, not strength. The tobacco will be found mild, smooth, a superb aroma, and distinctive flavor. Established in 1870. That looks so good. That looks like a brownie. Like you just want to bite it. I already got a jar washed and ready for this stuff. 4 ounces. I feel like I probably should have bought two, but we'll see. Last year, I missed it. I was not able to get in time to order some Thanksgiving Day. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this. I'm going to bottle it. I'm going to let it sit for what? It's like a week now, a couple weeks. I'll smoke it on Thanksgiving Day. So I'll wait for that. I'm excited. I want to smell this. Then I bought some other 1 ounce samples while I was there. That's the thing is when you go online and you're looking for something you want, you're like, hey, I gotta make it worthwhile. Plus I'm gonna pay shipping, so you can't, you gotta expand your horizons. I was talking about Burley earlier. Here's some Double D. Let's see. This smells more like a bag than anything. I don't know if it's really as strong. Yeah, it smells like Burley. I'm excited to try that. And then if these go well, I know what I'll like. So I picked up some Double D. And this one I'm interested in. So this is the Pride of Loch Lomond. I don't know how you say that. So this one is in English. They didn't really explain what was on there. I watched Tim's video, Hermit Piper. Ooh, that smells lovely. So I think from his description, it was an Oriental forward with a little less Latakia. And I can smell it. When you smell it, it smells like a nice. You smell the kind of the Burleys and the Virginia. I think it's got to be in there. And there's like a hint of the Latakia. It's just a little bit of a smokiness, but it's really not super prevalent. It smells a little bit like a barbecue, but not a whole lot. Wow, that might be the most enticing for me smelling English that I've smelt. I might try this tonight. Really don't know what I'm feeling like smoking. And the last sample, man, I love a good flake. See that? This is the number 8 slices. Ooh, smells a little bit smoky, but not really, with a little bit of like honey. And these are interesting. These are some fat flakes, man. Look at those thick ass flakes. Oops, I swore, sorry. That's a chunky flake. It smells almost. I don't even know what it smells like. It smells like leather, like some ketchup, but in an inviting way, like a deep flavored ketchup. Not as strong or vinegary as some like McClellan or something. With like a hint of cinnamony kind of, but not aromatic cinnamon. I mean like this cedary pop, like a. Oh man, I don't even know. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna try. I might try all 3 of them tonight. It's Friday, but I am stoked to try these bad boys out. I'm really curious on that Pride of Loch though. Well, all of them. Burley for my Burley fixation lately. I've been getting back into Virginia flakes this last couple weeks, and expanding my horizons. Trying some Englishes. I had Peter Stokely's English Luxury a couple of nights ago. So I'm just kind of at this place right now where I'm just enjoying tobaccos that I have. It's got like this buttery, leathery, rich sweetness in there. Well, yeah. But yeah, I'm just in this place where I'm starting to not only appreciate the tobaccos that I have, but learning how to appreciate how I smoke them flavor wise, you know? Not technically how I smoke them or mechanically, but rather um, if I'm feeling like an aromatic, I know which pipes that I have that smoke the best that way. What I drink with it, when I have it, things like that. And at times, I felt kind of like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have bought that. I don't know why I bought it. Or maybe I don't like it. But one of the biggest things that I've learned is keep some. If you don't, especially if you don't like it. Like, you know, usually what I do is if I don't have a tin that I'm not especially excited for, just put it aside. Um, Ideally, I would have enough jars and enough space to cellar half of everything I open. You know what I mean? Crack open tin, cellar half, smoke half. Um, and then whatever tin, well, actually, ideally, I would order 2 tins of something or 3 and just forget about 2 of them. And then crack open one, jar half of that or a quarter, and kind of try and pace myself through that. But ain't nobody got time for that, or space, or money. So, oh, it's hard too. There's some sales that have been popping up, and I might make a Christmas time order. I've been writing down ideas, and they're not stuff that's especially seasonal or time sensitive, so I'm not too worried about it. Um, what I might start doing though is buying bigger mason jars. Cause I have a lot of that regular size ones. But there's a few different mixtures that I've had that I want to cellar deep for sure. There's a couple I want to try. There's some Sutliff blends I've been wanting to try, blend bulk tobacco, and just keeping them stashed and aged. Um, the way things are going, and you know, people always talk about this about if tobacco gets really weird or hard to get. Um, where would you be? I just watched a video from Phil, and I'm sorry, I'm trying to focus because this is so good. But you know, he was mentioning how he's selling right now, and then I was watching both of them together. Professor Jeremiah was talking about kind of how he plans for having stuff on hand. And it just seems like more and more shops are closing up, and not even just small run-of-the-mill town shops, but like full-on chains and establishments and Legacy has been closing all over. But I don't know what got me into trying burleys. I think it was just like a time thing. For a long time, for the first year, maybe almost 2 years, when I was buying tins and some bulk, not big bulk, but I was mainly focused on Virginia Periques, things like that. And I was like, oh, I want to try burleys. And with pipe tobacco, there's kind of like the triad, right? There's either English guys, Virginia guys, burley guys. You can kind of fall in between. There's vapors or Oriental forward blends. And I feel, again, everyone's different, but some people just don't like burleys, and I saw a lot of that more than anything. It was kind of like the two things I saw in YTPC in my realm, because there was the people I follow, the people that follow me is only a small part, and but for the most part, it was like, oh, I either like Englishes or like non-Englishes. Okay, non-Englishes, I like Virginias or burley based. And some people are just like, I don't like burleys. Taste like hot air to me. They don't, they're too strong in nicotine, or they're too strong, they're rough. But anyway, so I kind of put it off for a while, and then within this last year, I started getting some burley stuff, and was really surprised, especially with the codgers. I mean, shoot, I did Velvet, Carter Hall, stuff like that a while ago. And to me, I always thought of Carter Hall just kind of like, oh, it's like a codger blend, But then I tried it, and I was like, it's got a little bit of depth to it. It's got a decent nick hit. Oh, wrong one, you guys. That's my cigar lighter. I shouldn't even be out here right now. Oops. But one of the blends that really kind of pushed me towards opening up to exploring burleys was my Gowith and Hogarth Best Brown Licorice. I remember really liking that from first light up until aged a little bit, and now there's some really big, nice sugar crystals on my stash. I like it. Oh man, I like it so much. And then when I was really looking into it, I was like, oh, I didn't realize this is a Virginia burley. It's okay. I'm gonna start exploring more, but it's just about trying. I did the same thing with the Orientals with the Empire Perique Flake. Anyhow, I'm gonna leave it there. This has been a long ramble. I'm gonna sit here and enjoy my amphora. I'm out of stout, but I do have some bourbon, so we might get this night started the right way. Alright, you guys, stay safe, smoke something. I love you. I'll take care, and I will catch you later.